So what does dimensional distance have to do with your game? Well, we actually have a function in the game called line length, and that line length function computes the distance between 2 points on a number line. Specifically, line length takes two numbers as an input and determines the distance between them. So look at this question here. It says, what answers would you expect from each of the following two uses of line length? So if we had a line and it was between points 2 and 5, let's just say, for example, this is on the x-axis, what would be the distance? Well, we know it would be 3. What would be the line length distance between 5 and 2? Would it be the same answer, is the thought here. Do we expect the same answer regardless of whether the larger or smaller number input goes first? Just to go ahead and check, let's look in your game here. And so I'm going into WeScheme, and I'm going to go ahead and scroll all the way down, as you can see from the top. I'm going to go down, and I'll make this a little bit bigger so that we can all see it. Looking down, and I see that we have number 4, it says collisions, and then some stuff about distance and color, and here it is, line length. It says line length, number, and then outputs a number. So this right here is your big hint on how to start your contract in your Unit 8 packet if you want to get started. The name looks like line length, and then we have a number input with a number output. So it says the distance between 2 points on a number line. Some examples. Notice that we should always return the same answer no matter what the order of inputs is. So that's some good information. So let's look carefully here at line 120. It says, example, line length 20 and 10 as the inputs. So right here I see that it's 20 minus 10, and so that's going to result in an output of 10. But the next line is interesting. It says, example, line length 10, 20. So we would think that we would get a negative number, but again, I think that they're trying to tell you here that line length is an absolute value, as in the distance between 2 points is not going to be a negative number. So I see, even though it's 10, 20 here, that we still have 20 minus 10. So that's interesting. Looking back at our slide here, we see scroll to the line length and collide functions in your game file. Notice that the line length uses a conditional so that it subtracts the smaller number from the bigger one. Can you explain why line length needs a conditional? What are the two conditions? Go ahead and maybe chat about that with somebody at your table, or see if you can figure it out before we go over it. And then also, while you're at it, pull up the recipe for line length that's in your Unit 8 packet.